The power of connection. Why friendships? It is an honor to stand before you today and talk about something that touches every single one of us. Social dynamics, and more specifically, the growing importance of friendships and social connections in filling emotional gaps in our lives. In a world that's constantly shifting through the tides of technology, changing family structures, career demands, and sometimes sheer emotional fatigue, our social connections have begun to take on new roles. No longer are they simply for casual get-togethers or surface-level entertainment. Increasingly, friendships are stepping in to become emotional anchors, the safe spaces where we feel seen, heard, and understood. Let's start by looking at the world around us. We're living in a hyper-connected age. Texts, tweets, video calls, and voice notes connect us across time zones in seconds, and yet paradoxically, loneliness is at an all-time high. A study by the World Health Organization found that a growing number of people, particularly the younger generation, report feeling isolated, even when they are surrounded by people or constantly online. Why is this happening? Because true emotional connection isn't measured by the number of followers or likes, but by the depth of the conversations we have, the trust we build, and the empathy we extend. And that's where friendships and meaningful social connections come in. In times of personal distress, anxiety, or simply when we feel a void within ourselves, it is often our friends, not just family, not just colleagues, who step in to help fill those emotional gaps. In the past, traditional family structures often provided the primary source of emotional support. Parents, siblings, extended families, all played vital roles. But today, due to globalization, career mobility, and individualistic lifestyles, many of us live far from home or maintain complex relationships with our families. The emotional support once expected from familial bonds is now often found in close-knit friendships or chosen families. Let's pause for a moment and reflect. Think about the people you lean on when you're not feeling your best. Is it always your biological family? Or is it that one friend who listens without judgment? The group chat that never fails to lift your spirits? The colleague who checks in on you, not just to talk about work, but to genuinely ask, how are you really doing? These relationships are not accidental. They are cultivated over time through trust, vulnerability, and mutual care. And in many ways, they are essential for our mental and emotional well-being. Now, let's delve into the psychological aspect. Research in psychology has long shown that human beings are inherently social creatures. We thrive on connection. We need to belong. Emotional intimacy, being able to share our thoughts, our fears, our dreams, is as vital to our health as food or water. Studies show that people with strong social connections have lower levels of anxiety and depression, higher self-esteem, and even longer lifespans. In contrast, those who experience social isolation are more prone to developing chronic conditions like heart disease, cognitive decline, and even weakened immune systems. Emotional gaps, if left unfilled, don't just affect our minds, they affect our bodies too. This is where friendships act as powerful remedies. Good friends offer more than just laughs and shared memories. They offer emotional regulation, helping us process grief, navigate breakups, manage stress, and celebrate wins. They reflect back to us our strengths when we forget them. They remind us of who we are at our core. But there's another layer to this: diverse social connections. In today's world, friendships aren't bound by geography, race, religion, or culture. People are forming bonds across differences. And these connections can be incredibly enriching. They expose us to new ideas, challenge our assumptions, and provide perspectives we might otherwise never consider. In doing so, they help us grow emotionally and intellectually. Now, this isn't to say that friendships are perfect. Like any relationship, they require effort. They need time, patience, and communication. But the rewards are immeasurable. A phone call at the right time, a text that says, "I'm here if you need anything," an unexpected visit. These small gestures often carry huge emotional weight. In recent years, especially during and after the global pandemic, we've seen firsthand how isolation can erode our emotional health. But we've also witnessed the resilience of human connection. Neighbors helping each other, online communities forming support groups, friends reaching out across screens just to say, "You're not alone." This is the power of social dynamics at work. So what can we do to foster these emotional lifelines? First, be intentional. Don't just wait for someone to reach out. Send that message. Make that call. Schedule that coffee catch-up. Small efforts go a long way in deepening emotional bonds. Second, practice vulnerability. It's okay to admit you're struggling. It's okay to let people in. Authenticity is the gateway to deeper connections. Third, be present. Listen actively. In a distracted world, being fully present for someone is a gift. And finally, diversify your connections. Make room for different voices and backgrounds in your life. These relationships often become the most transformative. In conclusion, friendships and meaningful social connections are not just a nice to have, they are a necessity. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, these relationships serve as our emotional safety nets. They hold us up when we fall, cheer us on when we rise, and walk beside us through everything in between. Let us never underestimate the power of a good friend, a kind word, or a genuine connection. Because in a world full of noise, it's these relationships that give our lives meaning, color, and emotional balance. So I leave you with this thought: be the friend you wish to have. Cultivate the connections that matter, and never forget, no one is meant to carry their emotional burdens alone. Thank you.